Have you ever opened Instagram or TikTok, scroll for a couple seconds, exit out, and then immediately open it back up in a couple seconds? Yeah, that. You didn't even want to open it again, but your brain kind of did that on autopilot. That little twitch, that little digital relapse, it's not a glitch. It's kind of how most of us live nowadays. And guess what? When you stack that twitchy, overstimulated brain of yours with a 10-item to-do list, that's when you experience burnout. So today, let's talk about how we stop doing that and how we also get it done at the same time. Your brain is addicted to small victories. We live in a world for instant gratification. If you don't like that one YouTube video, easy, just click off. You want a different fast food place to eat? Easy, just Uber Eats it. If someone takes more than 30 seconds to text you back, easy. Just start scrolling on Instagram or TikTok and I'm sure the time will go by quicker. We're pretty impatient, and not just with other people, but with ourselves as well. And eventually that little mindset that we've bred and created eventually does seep into basically every other aspect of our life. So what do we normally do? We normally find things that we like doing and we try to create a business around them to try to profit off it, obviously. Or in my case, you find out what you're interested in and you start making videos about it. So you drop one video or you open up a business and it flops. And then suddenly you're convinced that you should either delete your channel or close down your business. And let me ask you this, have you ever tried journaling? Because I bet you most likely have, at least once in your life. And I'm gonna take a wild guess at what happened. You most likely journaled once, you probably liked it, but you woke up the next day and you weren't Jeff Bezos or you weren't Michelle Obama. So what did you do? You most likely called it a scam and just kept on pushing with your life. It's normal, it happens. But let me hit you with some cold and painful numbers. 1.5% of private businesses fail in the US in the first year. After 5 years, half of them are gone. And after 10 years, over 65% of these businesses are gone. Kaput, nada, bankrupt. So why do you think your first big project is gonna be so much different? I mean, I know you think you're special and your mom told you you're special and you probably are, but the odds are just not in our favor. But you know what is in your favor and you know what doesn't suck? You. The indomitable human spirit is absolutely insane, dude. You have no idea. A lot of us don't even know how far we can actually go because we've never really pushed ourselves to the absolute limit. Not even once. I mean, people have run ultra marathons with broken bones. People have created $1 billion companies coding from their dorm room on a laptop that was most likely hooked up to some McDonald's level Wi-Fi. And you're gonna quit because your first 3 TikToks didn't hit? Come on, big bro, you're better than that, and you know you are.
People want me to do everything for them. What they don't realize is they have the power. You want to see a miracle, son? Be the miracle.
What's up, you guys? It's your boy Swear Trying, and let me use myself as an example really quickly. Because, surprise, surprise, I don't have a cameraman, so I'm just filming myself all the time. So guess what? I don't have anyone else to talk to. It's just you and me, baby. It's just you and me. So besides just spewing out my deep and very personal thoughts, I'm also hugely into tech and gaming, if you couldn't already tell that by just looking at me. So slowly and surely, I'm gonna start building a tech channel and gaming YouTube channel. This is not an ad, bear with me, people. It's basically gonna be the same meat, but just in different packaging. So what am I doing different? Well, the most important thing that I'm doing is actually pacing myself, because just like Drake on his best mixtape ever to this date, I know myself. I mean, yeah, sure, I know that if you have ADHD right now, maybe you feel like you have the energy to run a marathon, open 3 businesses, trade a market open, and somehow still hit the gym that same day. But nobody. You'd evaporate by Tuesday, I'm sure of it. And I know some of you are wired this way because I'm wired this way. So could I finish a half marathon right now or a marathon? Maybe. Would I feel like I was dying halfway through? For sure. And would I say that I was prepared for this half marathon or marathon? Absolutely not. And that's my point. Why do we think that somehow trying to get 10,000 steps in, launching a business, waking up at 4:30 a.m. to dunk my head in a bucket of ice water is somehow sustainable? It's not. It's not even grind culture at that point. It's just you trying to organize the chaos in your life with a really bad Canva thumbnail slapped on top of it. Real quick, guys, before you skip me, please just hit me with a sub, like, share, comment, whatever you want, right? You've been helping my channel blow up a little bit more than what I'm used to, so I do appreciate it, but just help me, maybe it can help you in the future. All right, back to the video. The point here is, You have to slowly be able to start adding things upon your daily routine. But to first do that, you have to have a pretty established morning routine, or a routine in general. It's like cooking. You don't just throw all the ingredients in the fucking pot and hope for the best, do you? Or if you do, maybe you should go take some cooking classes. And here's where the tough love comes in from your favorite YouTuber. You may claim that you're being burnt out right now, or you feel burnt out, but you most likely aren't. I'm sorry to say, don't kill the messenger. A lot of people online say that they do a lot of shit while simultaneously not doing enough shit. It's a weird dichotomy. If you record, edit, and post a video and it takes you 20 hours to make that one video, that's awesome. But that doesn't mean that the world automatically owes you views or recognition or something. And I know that the more that we work on a project, the more hours we put into it, the more it starts feeling like our baby. So we get offended when we put it out to the market, which is the internet, and it doesn't do as well as we hoped it would do. But that's just not how life, the internet, or trying to run a business works in general. So stop being so entitled. It's not a good look on you. There are literally, not figuratively, millions of people posting online every single day. So just because you worked hard on something doesn't mean you worked smart. And it definitely does not mean that you worked enough. So before you take that break or stop multitasking or trying to get that goal that you always wanted, ask yourself this: am I doing the actual work that it takes to reach that goal that I want? And if the answer is no, you're basically just cosplaying a grind set Sigma character online. And right there is the difference between being burnt out and just getting frustrated. Success for 99% of people has always come with the secret ingredient, that is time. You can swap that out for consistency if you want, but it's kind of the same thing at this point. So look, I'm not saying to skip the sleep today and start hustling or grinding, but I am saying that you need to start pacing yourself and your energy, because if not, you're just kind of blowing it off, steam in the wind for absolutely no reason. You have to be efficient and actually focus your energy on doing what is right in that time. And then once you feel comfortable doing that consistently, then you can start multitasking, and it gets a lot easier. It's just a fact. Basically, make sure that your ship is pointed in the right direction. If you're outputting a lot and working really hard, rest is a necessity, not an option. If not, you're just gonna be death scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, and then occasionally having a schizo moment of realization where you start writing down things that you actually do want to do. So don't be that person, because I've been that person, and it's not good, and it's not cool, and it definitely doesn't help you sleep at night. I promise you that. So here's my question for y'all. When was the last time you actually felt burnout? What were you doing to feel that burnout? Was it deserved? In hindsight, were you just tripping? Or what was the deal? Drop it down in the comments and tell me what's up. Remember, we can try to become a god all we want and multitask like an absolute machine, but at the end of the day, we are humans. So please act like one. Stay safe out there. Pleasure seeing y'all as always, and see you next week. Peace.
Now I'm rapping every single day. Great man, smoking on the green ganja.